Okay, go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for allowing me to present to you all what has been muscling up in the youth department of Cross Purpose. So for the next 10 minutes, I ask that you would just walk with me, all right? Recently, I read a quote that said, "The pleasure isn't in doing the thing. The pleasure is in planning it." The quote was written by John Green of Paper Towns. I've never heard of John Green before, prior to coming across his profound words regarding anticipation. It reminded me of a period in my early 20s, planning to take a family vacation on a cruise for the very first time in my life. The vacation was planned at least a year in advance, and I recall my family meeting at least once a month to plan out all of the activities that we would do. During the duration or the daunting task of the planning was the cost. The price per person was around $1,300, and to make sure that every family member that was planning to go on this Magna cruise ship could be paid for, we would have to work extremely hard for a year straight raising money. We had a year to raise enough money to kind of take the sting out of the cost. We did weekend barbecues and bake sales for a year straight and raised close to $8,000. Through the efforts of planning and working hard to raise funds, all of my family were able to attend the cruise, at least those who participated in the fundraising efforts. The anticipation that I had all year long to do something that I've never have done before came to fruition, and it was one of the very best times I've had in my life. The same anticipation I felt about going on the cruise is the same anticipation that I feel about the Emerging Leaders Project that we are launching on January the 18th, by the way. We will be taking a group of 6 to 8 urban high school youth through a journey of leadership. For 7 months, these youth will commit themselves to a process of discovering their God-given identity, leadership potential, and purpose while doing something they have never done before. This process will be both exciting and scary because it will demand the very best out of everyone. The challenges will make us want to give up when things get messy, so I remind myself and soon remind all my youth that when God sends the rain, we also have to deal with the mud. So this brings up a question. Where is God in all of this stuff? The first thing we ask all of our youth is to commit consistently to seek as much as they know about themselves to as much as they know about God. Therefore, as we compete for the minds of youth leaders in the realm of ideas, our expectation is that these young leaders will strive to follow best as they can the desires of God as they are revealed in the Bible. The Holy Spirit will either be at work in them or on them. That's it. Ted Travis, an expert in youth development, leadership, he paints a picture for a vision of how God works in the process when he says, transformation in the heart of the city, where youth grow in faith and confidence to serve others, starting with children of their neighborhood, reaching as far as God's purpose for their lives take them. This is a vision I'm very excited and passionate about. The vision symbolizes that youth who have been written off, stereotyped, and often marginalized will become game changers and influencers of their generation. But what did it take to get here? What milestones did we have? The dictionary describes a milestone in 2 different relative ways. The first way, it says that it's a stone set up beside the road to mark the distance in miles to a particular place. And my favorite one is an anticipation or an event marking a significant change in the stage of development. I like to think that our milestones represent both these descriptors. Looking back from September through December, here are a number of milestones that we had. We had 15 youth committed to D Group this year. We have met 13 times. And in those 13 times, we have had 4 special fun activities, taking youth to concerts, bowling, boondocks. We completed a relational topical series with each one of our youth, and I myself completing 7 individual one-on-ones with our youth. In our Emerging Leaders Project, we have 13 youth that were interested, and we had 7 of them commit to the program. We've also established an elementary club program and also a commitment with Red Shield to run a 6-week summer camp in partnership. In the area of fundraising, where I feel we had our greatest leap, we have joined the Mission Increase Foundation, which is a foundation that is geared towards helping nonprofits raise money. We received $25,000 in grant money from the Gamble family, $3,300 in individual donor gifts, $2,200 in seed money from the city. We just recently submitted 2 capital grants, ranging in amount of $25,000. And then also, I met individually with 8 prospect donors who are all interested in the program. Milestones are meant to be reflective. So when discouraging time comes, and trust me, they will come, we can always look back and say, we have come a long way from where we started. And it gives us the courage to press on through the challenges and roadblocks that may come. Speaking of roadblocks, someone once said, when you come to a roadblock, take a detour. You know, when you take a road trip, you plug your destination in your GPS, and your GPS plots its course. However, what your GPS may not take in consideration is a construction zone where they set up a roadblock. And when you come to the roadblock sign, it will probably give you some arrows as far as which way to go. Our sophisticated GPS recalculates our course, that kind of settles our anxiety, but soon frustration will creep in following it, because as our GPS has recalculated and plotted our course, it also recalculated our time of arrival. As frustrating as this could potentially be, our assurance is that Jesus is our GPS, and he had planned these potential roadblocks and detours not to ensure an on-time arrival, but a successful.
Amen.
So even in the goals that we have set to raise $117,000, adding a middle school club program and 2 additional staff members, God will be there to remind us that he is in control. So as I draw this presentation to a close, I want to invite you to watch a short clip of what God has done. The anticipation is now over. All that we have planned in the last year to launch such a transformational program is here. This is something that we have never have done before, nor do we believe any other ministry of urban youth development work is doing. And it's always exciting to be a part of a breakthrough experience. Thank you. Now, Mike.